a mistake that I see veterans make after they get that decision, outside of the dependent claim, is filing with their county, or yeah, it's with their states, their county, for property tax exemptions. It depends on your state. I get that, but not every county is the same. And so you're asked someone on Facebook or on YouTube, how do I apply for my county? Okay. And it's different. One of my friends I work with lives in the county right next to mine. They have to apply in person every single year, which that sucks. Okay. Me, Fairfax, I apply one time online. I could apply right now. It would take me probably 5, 6 minutes, boom, like that. And that is just a county thing in the same state. So it's not the same. The reason why I say that is because you have to figure that out for your state. More so on the property tax for your home, there's also a mortgage company deal with that. And how your county deals with that is also individual. So let's talk about Fairfax County because that's where I'm at. Whenever you submit your benefit stuff, if for 100% P&T, if you rate that property tax exemption, Fairfax, for some reason, pays a third-party company your back pay for taxes that you've already paid, right? So if your effective date was like 22, you already paid 22 taxes, you already paid 23 taxes, property taxes in there. For some reason, Fairfax County pays a third party, and then that third party has to be contacted by my mortgage company to get the money to then pay me, right? No one knows that. And each
Wow.
county does it differently. And so, that's the mistake. I guess it's not the mistake. The mistake is it's an awareness and an education piece. So once you do get that decision, it is on you, and none of this is automatic. Okay. Fairfax County is not going to be like, hey, don't pay property tax, right? You have to do that yourself. And so it's really just understanding your benefits at your rating and then just figuring out. And, did it suck figuring out how Fairfax County works? It did, right? But I sat down in my chair and was like, okay, let's just do this thing and get it over with because there's a monetary value to it. That's really my number one, or my two mistakes, is dependent claims and then just doing the legwork. So instead of preparing your claim, now we're taking advantage of our benefits. It's the same concept. I know you got more to add, Jason, so go ahead.
Yeah, and this is just like you said, an awareness thing at this point, and it's just nice to kind of throw off things off the top of your head. And now that you've talked about taxes, specifically real estate, it made me think about your VA funding fee with a VA home loan. If you're a disabled veteran at any percentage, you get that fee waived, and that is by far the most expensive fee, other than your realtor fees. If you're selling a house, well, if you're buying the house, you don't pay them. So anyway, the VA funding fee is substantial. That's waived at any percentage as a disabled veteran. Now, here's the interesting part. You could have a claim in process, then close on a loan, then have your claim decided and backdated. You need to contact the mortgage company and let them know my effective date was before the loan. I was a disabled veteran. It just didn't get decided, but my effective date of disabled veteranhood is over here. So they will refund you that fee. So very important, and you can utilize your intent to file for that. If you've
Mm-hmm.
never filed a claim, you can go, okay, I know that I'm going to be buying a house. I'm going to put in an intent to file now, buy a house, file a claim, let the claim get decided. Then once that's all done, then come back and get that refunded. So it's another great benefit with a very low threshold. Another one is some educational benefits out there for from the states specifically. I'm going to use California as an example because they probably have the most liberal educational benefit that I could think of for veterans. So they do have some really good veteran benefits. This is really probably by far the best. If you're a disabled veteran at any percentage, your children, no matter how many you can have 15 kids. They can all go to any state school, community college, USC or CSU, either one, right? So any of the universities, all the way through to a doctorate if they can get it completed. Um, I want to say that one has an income threshold. I can't remember off the top of my head. There's two different versions. One has an income threshold. Your child cannot exceed whatever $15,000 per year of income, and they can go to school and get a doctorate if they wanted to. Pretty sweet for free. And then they also have the 100% version. If you are a 100% rated veteran, your dependent children and your spouse can also go to school tuition free all the way through to a doctorate, and they can also receive chapter 35
Mhm.
benefit, which is 1488 per month, but they have to complete it by the kids have to complete it by the time they're 27. So if they go to school at 18, boom, knock it out, right? So but the bottom line on that is that there's a very low threshold for the dollar figure one. They just can't earn more than 15,000 per year or whatever the number is, and they can complete a doctorate. Texas has the Hazelwood Act, which is also a great benefit, educational. You have all these different hunting licenses, fishing licenses, park passes. Every state's a little bit different. You know, some are might say if you're a disabled veteran at any percentage. Some will say if you have a 50% rating, you get these things for free. So it's just the first thing that you should start doing once you have any rating is, like you said, Clay, try to figure it out for your county, for your state, and just federally. Just start Google searching, disabled veteran benefits, X county, X state, and just start looking around. And ideally you'll find it on their actual one of their websites. Usually the department, that there's different names. There might be a combination as well. There might be a military and veterans affairs department for your state. There might be a veterans affairs department. um,
Mhm.
some variation, right? There's everybody names them something different, but go through and find it. Like Texas has the Texas Veterans Commission. So find the appropriate government body for your state and either pick up the phone and call them and ask them what they have, or find it online. That would be my 2 cents on that, Clay.
Oh yeah, I'll end it with one last benefit that is kind of funny. But to throw in there, the Virginia has the Department of Veteran Services of Virginia, which is basically the county VSO website. All Virginia and all the links that you need to get your benefits in Virginia is on that website. And each state's VSO office, I'll just say that blanketly, will have something similar. Now, the funny benefit, and then you can close it out. So my family, my whole family from Louisville, Kentucky, right? They don't get out of Kentucky that much. Next year, we're going to Disney World, and there's going to be like 10 kids and 5 adults. It's going to be nuts. Okay, probably 15 kids to be honest with you. My family, we pump kids out left and right. I got four of my own. Okay, um, but the reason why I say that is because, all right, I'm looking at Disney, and guess what? My family, we're going to buy
Mm.
6 tickets. I'm saving. I think we priced it out at about $1,600 just for the tickets because of my VA rating. Small things like that. No one's going to tell you, hey, if you're going to Disney World, if you're going to Busch Gardens or whatever it is, you're going to some cabin somewhere in Tennessee, like Gatlinburg. I guarantee you there's some type of veteran benefit somewhere on some websites for travel for Gatlinburg. I could almost bet my life on it. Small things like that. So yes, we're going to Disney next spring break. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be hot. We got kids.